taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Trojans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Lewis to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught through the middle. It's Caldwell. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Tigers are flying down the field. Lewis wants to pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that well. Good coverage.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Out of the gun. The running back has it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the foot.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Trojans will try to pick it up on 4th down.
Let's go.
Reads it, fires complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. It's complete to the right. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Back open in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the...
He lets one fly deep. He's got it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Southern Miss put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Eagles in some time. Heck of a showing by the boys from Hattiesburg. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The RPO, it's complete. He breaks the tackle, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's loose. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gets the back moving. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Gets it out fast. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 22 on first and 10. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for room. It's Jordan. Runs through the tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Looking for the score. Got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, USC.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points, nice
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fair catch called for and made. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Lewis to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. He splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him and got him on the ground too quick.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part.
It's a running room. Oh, he's got some space. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. From the gun, give on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup here. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good.
There he goes. All out of space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Into space.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, USC.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Set to kick this one.
He'll call for the fair catch here. from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Let's go. Right.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USC 35, Memphis 10.
So first down will open up the final period. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Tigers want to move quickly. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Kick is in the air. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Lewis to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on third down. Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw it. Steps away. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Going to sling it on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Lewis wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had